XRP is about to go absolutely parabolic, and we've got the charts, the whale data, and the technical patterns that are screaming this sleeping giant is ready to explode to $4.10. The whales are accumulating at levels we haven't seen since the last 420% rally, and mark my words, this breakout is going to be absolutely massive. What's up, Gold Rush family? Welcome back to Gold Rush Crypto Daily, where we dive deep into the most explosive crypto moves before they happen. Today, we've got two absolutely game-changing articles that are showing us exactly why XRP is positioning itself for the breakout of a lifetime. We're talking whale accumulation at all-time highs, technical patterns that are pointing to massive upside, and the same signals that predicted the last monster rally. This is going to be high energy, so let's jump right into it. Right now, XRP is trading at $2.19, down just 0.26% in the past 24 hours. But here's what's absolutely massive. We're looking at a solid 12.7% gain on the weekly chart. The market cap is sitting pretty, and the volume is telling us a story that most people are completely missing. Let's start with this interesting article from Fibbold that's got my attention in a major way. According to this analysis, XRP is flashing a major buy signal with a key pattern pointing to a $4.10 target. Now listen to this. Although XRP hasn't made that decisive move above the $2.20 resistance level yet, the technical indicators are absolutely screaming that this asset could be on track to reach a new all-time high near $4. As you can see in this article, the analysis by BA_investments is showing us something absolutely incredible. XRP recently broke out of a long-standing price range between 12 cents and $1.97, a range it had been trapped in since 2018. This breakout happened in November 2024, and it marked a massive shift in market sentiment. What's even more bullish is that this breakout is held firm. The token is currently trading above a key support zone between $1.60 and $1.97. As long as XRP remains above this support, we're in absolutely bullish territory with room for major upside. This is the kind of technical setup that separates the wheat from the chaff, and XRP is showing us it's ready to dominate. Now, the analysts did note that ongoing legal uncertainty could limit price momentum, but here's what I'm seeing. Ripple leadership has expressed commitment to resolving this battle once and for all. The longer-term outlook remains absolutely massive, with that $4.10 price target based on historical resistance levels and market structure. But wait, it gets even better. Let's take a look at what Captain Fibik is saying. This pseudonymous crypto analyst shared a similar outlook suggesting that XRP could realistically climb to $4 in the midterm. He's citing strong accumulation activity ahead of a potentially explosive rally. His analysis revealed a symmetrical triangle formation on the daily chart, and if you know anything about technical analysis, you know this is often a precursor to major breakouts following extended consolidation periods. According to Captain Fibik, XRP is nearing the apex of this pattern, which is typically a sign of impending high volatility and directional movement. Look at this chart. We're seeing tightening price action between ascending support and descending resistance, with building momentum and a midterm target of $4.60. Now, if you're enjoying this analysis and you want to stay ahead of these massive moves, make sure you smash that subscribe button and hit the notification bell. We're building something special here at Gold Rush Crypto Daily, and I don't want you missing out on the next big breakout call. Let's jump into this second article from Cointelegraph that's absolutely blowing my mind. XRP price saw a month-long 420% rally the last time this metric turned green, and guess what? That same metric just flipped positive again. According to this article, recent data from CryptoQuant suggests that whale addresses could be positioning themselves for an imminent breakout. Here's what's absolutely massive. XRP's 90-day moving average whale flows shifted to positive territory at the beginning of May. This is a complete reversal from the sharply negative flows we saw between January and April during that prolonged correction phase. This renewed influx of whale capital is hinting at strengthening market sentiment, and here's the kicker. A detailed examination shows that the bullish trend in whale flows began in early August 2024, eventually correlating with that 420% breakout for XRP in Q4. The magnitude of these flows is currently surpassing last year's levels, which could drive XRP to new highs as early as Q4 2025. Let's talk about what the wallet data is showing us, because this is where it gets absolutely incredible. Futures trader Dom noted significant activity in large XRP wallets. wallets holding over 1 million XRP reached an all-time high of 2,850. Meanwhile, those with holdings exceeding 10,000 XRP increased by 6.2% year-to-date to 306,000 wallets. Despite several months of what some people call stagnating price action, this persistent growth and large-scale accumulation shows us robust long-term investor confidence in XRP. The smart money is accumulating, and they're doing it quietly while everyone else is sleeping on this opportunity. Data analytics platform Sentiment pointed out that XRP sentiment has reached a 17-day high, fueled by developments in the ongoing case. This development contradicts the waning optimism we're seeing around other major cryptos, which have seen reduced retail interest as the market moves sideways. Now, I want to address the elephant in the room. The ongoing legal situation continues, but here's what I'm seeing. On June 26th, the judge denied a motion seeking an indicative ruling, stating that private settlements cannot override the authority of a court's final judgment. But here's the thing. This legal overhang has been priced in for years, and the technical and fundamental picture is showing us that XRP is ready to break free regardless. Look at what we're seeing across the board. Whale accumulation at all-time highs, technical patterns pointing to massive breakouts, sentiment reaching multi-week highs, and the same whale flow metrics that predicted the last 420% rally turning positive again. This is not a coincidence, people. The symmetrical triangle formation that Captain Fibic identified is showing us tightening price action that's building pressure for a massive move. We've got ascending support meeting descending resistance, and when this pattern breaks, it's going to be absolutely explosive. XRP has been the sleeping giant of this cycle, and while other cryptos have had their moment in the sun, XRP has been quietly building the foundation for what could be the most spectacular breakout we've seen. The technical analysis is pointing to $4.10, but honestly, given the whale accumulation and the historical precedent of that 420% move, I think we could see even higher targets. The wallet data is telling us everything we need to know about smart money positioning. When you see wallets holding over 1 million XRP hitting all-time highs while the price is still consolidating, that's institutional accumulation happening right under our noses. These aren't retail investors. These are the players who have inside information and deep pockets. What's even more bullish is that XRP sentiment is diverging from the broader market. While other major cryptos are seeing reduced interest, XRP sentiment is climbing to multi-week highs. This tells me that the people who understand what's really happening are positioning themselves for something big. Mark my words, when this breakout happens, it's going to catch most people completely off guard. The technical setup is there. The whale data is screaming accumulation, and the historical precedent shows us what happens when these metrics align. If you're not already positioned and you're waiting for confirmation, you might be chasing this breakout instead of riding it from the bottom. The smart money is accumulating now while everyone else is focused on the legal noise. Before we wrap up, I want to make sure you're getting maximum value from Gold Rush Crypto Daily. If this analysis helped you understand what's really happening with XRP, make sure you like this video and share it with anyone who needs to see this information. And if you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? We're building the most informed crypto community on YouTube, and I want you to be part of it. The confluence of factors we're seeing with XRP right now, the technical breakout patterns, the whale accumulation, the sentiment divergence, and the historical precedent. This is the kind of setup that creates generational wealth for those who recognize it early. That $4.10 target isn't just a number on a chart. It's backed by solid technical analysis, whale behavior, and market structure. And if history repeats itself with another 420% move from current levels, we could be looking at even higher targets. This is not financial advice, and you should always do your own research before making any investment decisions. But the data is painting a picture that's hard to ignore, and I wanted to make sure the Gold Rush family had this information before the mainstream catches on. That's a wrap on today's analysis, Gold Rush family. The technical patterns are aligning, the whales are accumulating, and XRP is setting up for what could be the breakout of this cycle. Make sure you're subscribed with notifications on because when this move happens, it's going to be fast and it's going to be massive. Until next time, this is Gold Rush reminding you to stay informed, stay ahead, and keep building the crypto wealth. Peace out.